behaviors. We hope this Orca encounter gives you a better understanding of these incredible animals and all that they represent.
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types, or ecotypes, of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. Viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
It also helps regulate their body temperature. Since there is no bone or muscle structure in this fin at all, sometimes you may see it curve. The flippers on either side of their body are called pectoral flippers, and they're mainly used for steering and stalking. Pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. The lobes on either side of their tail are called tail flukes. The tail flukes are the killer whale's engine, propelling them to speeds of almost 30 miles per hour. That's as fast as some of our speedboats. But they swim the fastest and use the most power when propelling their 10,000-pound bodies all the way up and out of the water.
sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pack. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Studies here at SeaWorld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at SeaWorld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as a form of their communication. They can use pectoral flaps at the surface of the water to show dominance or to get noticed. For example, a mother might use a pec slap to get her calf's attention. But when they really want to be heard, they breathe. Whales can use spy hopping to get a better view of their environment and coordinate with each other while they hunt. Fluke slaps are another form of communication that killer whales can use in the wild. As you can see, killer whales are excellent communicators. Dolphin whales thrive in their respective chains.
Work together to lure their young, protect their pack, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to survive in the wild oceans of the world. The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together. The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy meal.
And hold on tight to that handle, the whales are on their way. You guys are going to do that little seal on that iceberg in 3, 2, 1. Let's give one last round of applause for our excellent volunteers who got soaking wet with that chilly 55-degree salt water. Now, because killer whales live in all parts of the ocean, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The blue whale on the screen behind me is the largest animal on Earth. In fact, it is 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than a killer whale. So, how does a killer whale this size eat a blue whale that size out of the ocean? It's all possible because killer whales are the ultimate team players.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves then move in to join the adults in the group. Wherever they're prey, killer whales always cooperate and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
to build trusted relationships, provide optimal healthcare, research, and quality of life. Our whales here take an active role in their own health and well-being. For example, they can roll over and present us their tail flukes. This is helpful in getting a voluntary blood sample from the vein that runs along the inside of their tail. They can even slide out onto a scale. We monitor all our whales' weights to make sure they're growing properly. We can even get a breath sample from their blowhole, all because of the relationships we build here at SeaWorld day after day. Now I want to take a moment to introduce you to a very special whale of our pod. Get your cameras ready. Joining us here at center stage is Orca. Everyone give her a big round of applause as she joins us up here. Now Orca is turning 33 years old this week, and she is very smart and very sassy. Her nickname is the Rocket Scientist because she knows over 200 different behaviors. She is so smart, she has helped participate in many research studies to help her wild camera bugs. Over her time here at SeaWorld, Orca has inspired millions of guests just like you to help protect our oceans. We interact with our whales every day to challenge and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and of course play all help keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive status. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive. And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.